everybody, happy Monday. We over here get ready to do the Real Housewives of Potomac recap, okay? And listen, I heard the YouTube streets is hot. The block is hot, honey. You got Tasha K news, you got Krishan news, you got all that stuff going on. But guess what we doing over here? The Real Housewives of Potomac. All right? And y'all can report to me later what's going on in these YouTube streets. Now listen, the Real Housewives of Potomac, woo, woo, woo. They giving us the show, these ladies. And honey, they got a new chick on the block. What's her name? Neka? Whatever, however, Neka. Listen. She gonna be something else, okay? Now I think they brought her on to come for Wendy. But anyway, you had Ashley and her mom shopping. Shopping for the new house. You know, Ashley got her house. You got the Grande. You know the Grande know how to do some shade. She said, don't hug me. Hey, give me your hand. Shake my hand. We're going to start with a handshake, okay? You got Candace throwing a little shade. She said, no, I don't want Drew opening up for me no more. One and done. One and done. You know what, Handy B? I'm going to try to give her opportunity. I'm not 100% feeling her either. But I'm going to try to hold back and hold tight and see what else she got to give us before I make my final judgment. I'll give her a minute. But I wasn't feeling her right off the back either. Okay? But, honey, she got her house being built in Potomac. And she said she in the right zip code. What was it? 208, whatever. She might be the only housewife living in Potomac. So she better go ahead with her bad self. That chick actually lives in Potomac. I think the other ones, they live on the outskirts, almost near Potomac. They could kind of touch Potomac, but they don't live in Potomac. This chick right here, she got her 5-bedroom, 5-bath house in Potomac, and you better hold on and hold tight. Because Monique Samuels, you ain't got nothing on this chick. You have, 3-4 houses? She got about 8. We're going to talk about it, all right? We got Robyn and Juan. You shout out to Juan. Shout out to Ron. You want to know why? Because you can tell he don't got a job now. Why? Because it's the second episode where he participated, and he has participated in this season more than he has in the past 5 to 6 seasons. Juan is messy, but you got to give it to him. And now he's actually calmer with Robyn. He's actually nicer to her, helping her put her vitamins in the bag and whatnot. And Juan said he good to everybody. Praise the Lord and amen. Yeah, that's what Juan said. He good to everybody. He put people before himself. Well, why don't you put your wife before yourself? Because your wife is last on the list. On this TV crying, looking sad, heartbroken. And you talking about you put everybody before you. Juan, you need to stop. You know what? All these men from these reality shows, they need to get together and write a book. Gaslighting 101. Matter of fact, they can write the 10-volume series. 101, when you got that down pat, pick up 2, pick up 3, and then pick up 4, and then pick up 5. Because they know how to gaslight. But you ain't going to gaslight me. I'd be like, Juan, no, pack your bags. You was in the laundromat with whatever her name was, go back over there. You need a job, maybe Starbucks or the supermarket is hiring. Okay? Yeah, maybe the ebook. Come on, Mel, but they could do the book. Gaslighting 101, 102, 103. And each of them could write a chapter. The men from Love and Marriage Huntsville. We got a lot of men that could contribute to this book. But we're going to carry on. That was on Robyn and Juan. In every scene, Robyn looks defeated and sad. I don't know how much more I'm going to be able to take this. Every scene, defeated and sad. Who wants to see a female that's always defeated, sad, and broken? Will your victory ever come, girl? Good gosh. How many seasons have we seen Robyn just being sad from the moment we met her? Remember when we met her and Juan were broke. They were roommates living together. Only reason why they was together is because they didn't have no money to go anywhere else. But I'm going to carry on. So Neka, it's 20854. Shout out to zip code 20854. That's where Neka and her husband are moving to, honey, and the dog. 5 bedrooms, 5 baths. She better ask somebody, okay? 5 bathrooms, okay? And she got 8 homes. And her husband, Ike, he's a medical doctor by day. He owned a club, and he did several other things. Whatever else she said, okay? Scrub model. And he told her, do your thing, babe, because everything you do is on point. All right, we're going to talk about it. We got Wendy and Marsha, the producer, because Wendy said she going to do a show. And Wendy was trying to come up with names for the show. She said Zen Wen, and the producer's like, nah. And then she had an aha moment. Like she came up with something that is not out there. Now listen, I could be crazy, but have you ever heard of a YouTube show called Unwind with Tasha K? You ever heard of that? You know Tasha K, she drinks the wine sometime when she doing her show. You ever heard of that? So Wendy sits up and is like, how about wine? What did she call that thing? Wine with Wendy. Wine with Dr. Wendy. And I'll drink wine during the episode. I said, and the producer was all excited. She's like, that's it. That's it. I'm like, is the producer and Wendy living under a rock? But we're going to talk about it. Karen had her little Pilates outing. Yo, they did a lot of scenes on this one. They went and did Pilates. We'll talk about it. Karen and Candace spoke. Okay. Ashley had a housewarming. Uncle Lump was there. And then Wendy talked to Ashley. You know, Ashley has changed from when we first saw her. Ashley has become one of the messiest chicks on reality TV. And she don't give a darn what she got to do to get that check. She's messy. And I don't know why all of them want to get this what do you call it? Boobs. They want to get the boobies. They want to I don't get it. But Ashley did it. So Ashley, you don't even know if you can afford your mortgage by yourself without Michael. But anyway, we're going to talk about All right. Anyway, we're going to bring the people in the building. Come on, Wayne. I'm glad to see you out there. I need a what, y'all? I need a choo-choo. All aboard, everybody. We're about to board this train. It is Monday night, and it is the Real Housewives of Potomac. And yes, the people are giving us the show. Let me bring the people in the building. Hey, Roy.
Hey, Auntie Diva. How you doing? Listen, she told us, Wendy said it's in Neka. So we're going to make sure we pronounce it right.
Wait, how you say it?
In Neka. In. So we got to pronounce that in Neka.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Now you listen, you know I can't even get the regular names right. I'm going to try. Neka, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to do my best.
You know what? I'm sorry, Royer, but if you've ever been to one of them African hair braiding places, they got those movies on, and Neka sounds a whole lot like.
You better tell it, Robyn. I'm trying to tell you. Okay. Now listen, people. Let's get into these stories. Okay. Listen. I'm glad Ashley's mom make her little cameos. Shout out to Ashley's mom, still hanging in there.
And she got a better wig. Thank God for that.
Jesus. Yeah, she got a better wig. And listen. When we first met Ashley's mom, she was broken under the bridge, sleeping and all kinds of stuff. And she's come up now. She's working, handling her own bills, and she's smart. She know I can't be taking off to come to your housewarming. I got to work. Now, you want me to come? You got to throw these parties on the weekend I'm not working. Okay, come on. Shout out to the mom who got her priorities right.
Okay.
Her priorities right. You better give it up to Ashley, mom. I ain't mad at her.
Somebody.
Come on. And Ashley went to the Bahamas with Michael. You know what? Give it up for co-parenting, too. Because you had the kids with the man. You got a co-parent. So they co-parenting. And Ashley said he didn't even try to get none from me. That's the highest form of co-parenting. When they not trying to still slip in your house and get some. They know the boundaries. Come on now. Thank you, Michael. Know how to co-parent, taking up the Bahamas with the kids and everything, and y'all doing good. Okay, and you know they doing good because Michael said hello to the mama. You know what? He probably said hello because he don't got to pay for it no more. But either way, he said he's speaking to mama. We'll take it. I'm gonna take it. Okay, he ain't got to pay for it no more. He's like, hey, now you your daughter's problem again. I ain't got to worry about you. Okay, now, ooh, this is sad. I know I heard this story, but I forgot about it. That Michael suing Candace for $2 million. Woo! I hope that works out well. Okay, because that's a lot. And then we got Karen go meet to see Mia. You know what? Give it up for the Grande, Karen, because she know how to Grande, okay? She know how to do her thing. She went there and was like, I ain't ready for no hugs. I'm coming to talk to you, girlfriend. But all that hugging, we ain't doing that. Then shake my hand. Shake my hand. And even when she was leaving, Mia tried to hug her one more time. And she was like, I ain't ready. See you later, girl. You ain't gonna be missing. Karen know how to talk too. You was messing with the institution of my marriage. I ain't getting down with you like that, girl. You don't mess with my family. You don't mess with Ray Ray. Okay? She said Ray Ray was hurt. Mess with Ray Ray. I ain't gonna hug you. You messing with Ray Ray. Okay? Okay, so that's why, yeah, she said, And she said, I wouldn't mess with you and Gordon. And then she said, by the way, how you and Gordon doing? Because I know y'all got problems over here. Karen is messy. She said, by the way, how y'all doing? She said, oh, you thought he was embezzling too? She messy. Okay. And Mia, you know, Mia, she dizzy. Because she was like, I don't drink no more, but I still drink wine. Girl. And it's not really alcohol because you can buy it out the supermarket. Girl, is that the criteria of what makes something alcoholic or not? She gave a whole new definition. I didn't know what that meant. She was like, yeah, because you can buy wine in the supermarket. Well, there's some supermarkets that sell alcohol. Does that make it not alcohol? What, girl, what? I said, I cannot. And then I'll just do 3 scenes. We'll add Candace scene with her manager. Manager comes over. Candace got a whole space talking about this is my office. Listen, I don't know how many months in between them filming before they start filming again. But if I'm about to introduce something new, I'm going to make sure it's ready. If I got to call all my friends, my family, okay, strangers off the street, bang this nail up here because I need this ready before they come in my house and film. Borrow a desk from a neighbor. Like, how you know they're coming to film. Like, why would you do that? You got the folding table, the folding chairs, and you bring your manager in, talk about you can get butts in the seat. You don't need Drew, but your office is not ready. When they got Marshalls, TJ Maxx, come on now. They got the thrift store.
They got the IKEA.
The IKEA. Come on, Leo. Come on.
Or rent a center. Just saying.
Come on now.
Because it's the reality.
I'm just
Or
saying.
she could have even went to Walmart and got a put together thing.
Come on now, Juanita. Come on. There's ways to do this thing. He come up here and you proud of yourself. This is my office. I'm like, what girl? Then you want to talk about how you don't want Drew. You want the other girl who you couldn't even remember her name. You was like, who is she again? Bring that other girl back. What girl? Absolutely ghetto. Just ridiculous. Just ridiculous.
How dreadful.
How dreadful. In the name of Dwight. And let me tell you something. If I only could get one room together in my house, I would tell production we're only filming in this room. Don't go upstairs. Don't go sideways. Don't get 3 cameras in here. Bring 1 camera.
One angle and one angle only.
Y'all not gonna play me out. Bring 1 camera and focus on me, because I'm gonna walk straight. So you ain't gonna see nothing but the room I want you to see. Get out of here. Messy. I cannot. What about those 3 scenes right here? Ashley and the mom, just so I can remind you, Karen and Mia, and then Candace.
Ashley and mom, it's so good to see that Ashley mom is doing really well. You know, I want to say that there were admissions to struggles with drugs, I want to say, in the past.
It was, yes.
Okay. So I am glad to see that we see someone recovering and doing well in the reality TV realm. It's very rare that we see someone who struggles with substance abuse and they make it out on the other side. She's working, she sees her responsibilities, she's trying to be a better mom, a better grandma, and a better person overall. So shout out to Ashley's mom. We love it for her. You know, Ashley can do better and start hosting events on the weekends that she's off. She can do that. You know, we want mom to enjoy the fun too. She don't have to be at work all the time missing everything.
Right.
And, I thought it was very nice, you know, to have Ashley out with her mom, spending time together, doing her shopping for the flowers, and just trying to lighten up Ashley's life. Like she said, she lived in a very dark, gloomy apartment with her ex-husband. And so, you know, it's now good to see, you know, her stepping onto the other side and creating her own space. I did want to mention real quick that we did receive a lie from Ashley this week. Last week, she said that Michael was co-owned on the house, but then this week she said that he's not on the house. So I just wanted to point that lie out real quick. Yeah, nothing has changed. As you said, she's so messy, so messy.
So messy.
The next scene with Karen, Grande, Huger, and Little Mia. Little Mia is a little girl, and such as Karen must deal with her accordingly. It was a little girl, the way she behaved last season, spreading the rumors about Karen, not knowing whether they are true or not having the evidence to back up these false allegations, especially when Mia had her own dirt going on. And, you know, we know that Mia last season, she turned on her own friend. So it was only right and behooving for the grand dame to treat the peasant as such. Shake my hand and let's have a gentle conversation. You are here in my presence. I love the way that the grand dame laid down the law. It was inappropriate for you to do what you have done. The grand dame really did step up for Mia last season. Mia was in a lot of mess. You know, unfortunately, Mia sounds like that she has a substance abuse issue with the drinking and taking medication. And it seems that she is still doing that. So we are going to keep her lifted up in our prayers in hopes that things turn around for the better for her in the drinking and the using of pills. Because that's just not okay. And as we see, when you do that, we see the erratic behavior that happens. So we'll be praying for that. And then we move on to Candace. Now, only thing, Auntie Diva, I can say about Candace and her house situation, as Shan mentioned it, I think just a minute ago, and I was thinking it in my head, she's just giving reality TV. This is her reality. Her house is a mess, and that's what she gave us. But this is exactly why, off topic, but I'm glad that Phaedra is back, because Phaedra is showing the girls how to do it.
Okay.
Or fake it.
Oh, shoot. Oh, my
God. Allegedly.
And then also her not wanting Drew on the tour. I thought, you know what? It was giving
Shady.
Shady, and Candace thinks she's too good. Your music is cute, Candace. But don't get too high and mighty.
That part.
I was just like, girl, like, you're Candace.
Yeah.
Nobody's searching for you like that. It is nice for her and Drew to, you know, perform together. Unless there was something that happened between her and Drew. I just thought it was very shady and very unnecessary. Like, girl, grow up. It's so funny to me how, you know, Candace is one of those girls. She never likes people picking on her and, you know, saying things about her, but then you can turn around quick. Do the same thing to others.
Blink of an eye.
In a blink of an eye.
No, you all right. I don't like it. Yeah.
I didn't like that at all. So, we're still seeing Candace's true colors. And this, gentleman, obviously, he already knows them because he shut the laptop down and was like, girl, what is it now?
That part. He sure did. He sure did. He sure did. Like, what now?
So,
one minute you crying with the triangle.
Yeah.
Next minute you shading somebody.
Pick a side and stay on it.
That part. Leo, your thoughts?
Yeah, y'all. I thought this episode started out kind of slow for me. Yes, it was good to see Miss Sheila. I'm glad Miss, Sheila wig was decent. It was on straight. We did appreciate that. I thought her little outfit was cute. I like the way her and Ashley and Ashley, y'all. Ashley is my next one. Last week I wanted Karen foot on Robyn neck. What I really need for her to put her high heel boots on and put her foot on Ashley neck, because Ashley really gets on my nerves as well.
Yeah,
Ashley is really getting on my nerves, and so that was cute. I do like the way Karen handled Mia. Mia always got excuses for her bad behavior, and that also irritates me. I was on the drink and I was on the pills, and then now I'm not drinking. Just lies, girl. You know what? Carlos the King said Mia be lying, and Mia always be lying. Mia's just, okay, Mia. I'm glad the grand dame shook her hand, because that's about it. She needs to be cautiously aware. Be open to speaking, be open to talking, having conversations, be civil, but right, you can't give Mia too much, because in later on she probably gonna be changing her whole sound and everything, flipping the script come the next 2 episodes, so you can't trust it. And what was the last scene?
The last scene was Candace in her house.
I think that Candace, I think something has happened between the last time we seen Candace and Drew, when Drew did her little woo 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 on the stage, because she went somewhere and Drew sung it down. I do believe it may be a little bit of, oh no, I can't have Drew come in and her name ain't even, as according to Candace, her name ain't even is known out here in this industry streets like mine, and then she go and sing me down or out sing me on the stage. I really do feel like that. I really do feel like, okay, so why you can't have, women need to support each other. They basically
Come on, Leo, right?
They basically on the same level. They basically housewives trying to break into the industry, and y'all need to support each other. If you got a stage for that girl to get on, then you need to do that. I would appreciate that.
Yeah.
I would appreciate that.
Yeah. Or at the very least, what was the need to shade her for?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
I thought it was super messy. E, you're up. E, can you hear me? All right, I'm gonna come back to you.
No.
Oh, shoot.
Sorry.
Okay, no, you're fine.
I was coming
you
from
better be ready when the train call on you, boo.
I was coming from the other room. I'm so sorry. Listen, hey everybody.
Hey.
Last season I rode for Mia, but I'm so over the sunken fish face that she makes and the look of shock and confusion. She looks like she's posing during these quote unquote real conversations, and I just can't take it. And I'm really not going to say too much because I have so much to say for the last few scenes. But Drew, when it comes to Candace said Drew cannot come back on tour, and for me, the unspoken spoken I heard is that Drew wants more money, allegedly, and then Candace is willing to share. I heard Candace say that she paid allegedly, 6 figures last year? And girl, you could have kept your money. But for real, Candace doesn't think Drew is as talented as she is. And if you ask me, both of them can go sing at the mall and the local high schools around the community. I'm not listening to either one of those screeching cats. I don't want to hear all that whining. They're making music from the 90s, but it's 30 years too late. I don't want to hear that. I want Candace to stick to reality TV before Andy calls Monique and gets her back on the cast for the next season. Enjoy your champagne glass while you can. Cheers.
Ooh. Robyn, your thoughts?
I wasn't ready for this. You know, I also felt that the show started out a little bit slow, and the only comments I really have to make are about Juan because he don't care. And I'm so happy that hi Shan, I'm so glad that Shan is here, because literally I'm going to go back into the comments because I want to interact more with my fingers. But I'm glad you're here, Shan, because I know how much you love Candace and how you want her to be the Grande Dame.
Yes.
But I am giving you an assignment, my dear. Get thee to the Googler, type in Grande Dame, and guess who pops up? Karen.
For now.
See,
I'm happy to see you too, Auntie Robyn.
I'll catch y'all later. I'm going down into the comments.
All right, thanks, Robyn. Bidon, you're up.
Let's see. The first scene was can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. What was the first scene again?
The first scene was Ashley and her mom shopping for the flowers for her house. And they talked about, Candace and Michael suing Candace. And then it was Karen and Mia, and Karen just put out her hand like, you can shake my hand, boo, but I'm not hugging you. And then it was Candace in her home, saying that Shady and Drew about, not putting her back on tour again.
Now listen, I'm sorry, but Ashley buying these $99 shrubs. Ashley, can you get your mom a new headpiece, please?
Oh darn.
We've seen this for 3.5 seasons, and she had one when she was pregnant. Please, let's do that for your mom for Mother's Day next year.
Not for Mother's Day.
Christmas is coming up. Come on, she deserves it. She watches your kids, I'm pretty sure. Let's do this for your mom. She's on your scenes. She's helping you because you don't have a storyline this year. Your storyline, you're back to being messy. So do this for your mom. Yeah, that was a waste of scene. You could tell she's back to messy Ashley because of the way she introduced Neka. That's right, Roya, right? Neka. I was for sure that YouTube was going to come after some of these channels because the way that name is pronounced is so close. It's so close. But the way she introduced her to Wendy was totally wrong.
Yeah.
So she's back to messy Ashley, which I kind of appreciate because it kept the show interesting. But the scene with Karen and Mia, that's why I got the other Karen in my profile because Karen on Real Housewives is truly the Grande Dame because she's not gonna fake the funk.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna hug you when you have trashed my name. You've drugged me through the streets. Mia knew exactly what she was doing last year when she said those rumors. She knew it was going to be on TV.
Yeah.
Even if it wasn't true or was true, she knew it was going to be on TV. She said they were rumors, and I was just repeating what I heard. And come on, Mia, you're slow, but you're not that slow.
Right.
And for her to say that when Karen asked her, well, Jazelle may have thought it was some embezzling. She said, well, I thought that too. I was like, come on, you're really throwing your husband under the bus. For you to think that he was embezzling too, and you're going to say that on national TV with these cameras. I haven't heard of any lawsuit yet, but I mean, you've just put that out there. And her brothers, could drum up something that he was embezzling. If that's the first thing that comes to your mind as his wife, you're supposed to defend him at all costs.
That part.
And the first thing you're saying is, I thought he was embezzling too. Your divorce decree hasn't even been signed yet.
She don't care.
Yeah, think before you talk.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, she's gonna be back to lobsters and steak pretty soon.
Facts.
But I appreciate how Karen handled her. You know, you're gonna shake my hand. We're not gonna hug right now.
Mm-hmm.
And the last scene with them exercising, correct?
Yeah, we didn't get there yet.
Oh, what was the last scene?
Candace and her manager.
I appreciate Candace saying that she didn't want Drew. My tour, my rules.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I kind of appreciate that. She did say she spent 6 figures on that last tour, and she did have a live band. She did have background singers. It's more than some of these other tours are doing with it, when it's just the artist and a DJ.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of an experience. I saw some clips on YouTube. I didn't go, but it's back to it like an old school experience where you got the band, you got the background singers. It was a full experience. Full ensemble. But maybe it was about the money. Maybe Drew was requiring more money. But from what we saw on Raw, if she was doing what she did then, I wouldn't want her. She has sold out shows from what she said. So why not bring out that guest that she had in Chicago that opened for her, that didn't require as much? She got to pocket more money. And I do appreciate her having that Home Depot desk to show her real life. This is what she's doing. This is what she's working with. She's not spending her mom's money anymore, because Dorothy would have had that room
ready,
locked from ceiling to the floor. It would have been HGTV if she was spending Dorothy's money. So she's spending her and Chris' money right now, or lack thereof, and this is what you get. This is real life.
Boom. I guess so.
So this is what you get.
Yep. Okay, I could appreciate that. Brandon, thank you so much for the super chat. Love you, Diva. Yes, speak E. Love you back. Nikki, you're up.
Listen. The way y'all got this shady train set up today, I was not ready, Diva. I wasn't ready for all the shade that you was coming. Listen, this is like, these streets is hot. Oh God, I guess I'll start with Candace and go backwards.
Okay.
Just because that's the one that just populated in my head. I feel like, and I like Candace, but I do feel like it's difficult to succeed in that industry when you living in a Beyonce and Rihanna world. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like those are the two. And I just think it's harder than it was like people were saying in the 90s, where everybody could, get on the radio. Now it's like real difficult. And it sounds like she's doing it independently. It sounds like that, even though she said she was with some company. I don't know. I think she doesn't have the right finances behind her regarding that part of it. But I will say, I agree with you 1,000% about her house, because my in-laws, my friends and family, they can't even come over. My husband will get in trouble if you didn't tell me they was coming. We have to have all of this stuff together, sir. And since my husband is like a clean person, that means it's on me. So I'm not having people at my house and it ain't, you know what I mean? Like, yes, please understand. Like, don't do that. I don't like that at all. He'll be on punishment. Okay, he'll be a timeout.
Yeah.
But that being said, I feel like it's even 10 times worse, because you're not only inviting this man in your house, you're inviting the whole Bravo singer into your house. That being said, it did make me wonder, because when you think back to when she was in that townhouse, or her mom and they shared it, that place seemed to always be together. It was very beautiful to me, and kind of like everything was where it needed to be. So that's what's a little bit confusing. So I thought maybe her mom was paying for like a house, like a cleaning service for that, and maybe her budget no more. I don't know. Regarding, let's see, Ashley. So this is the thing with Ashley. I just feel like I don't understand, if you have a memory, why anybody ever trusts Ashley about anything. Because I just feel like she is the quintessential wolf in sheep's clothing, but nobody ever holds her accountable. Like, they'll be mad in that scene, or maybe for 3 episodes, and maybe again at the reunion. But by the time they get back to the next season, it's as if sis never did anything wrong. And I can't understand it. I'm like, did she put a spell on these people? Because the way she has dragged Candace, I'm like, there ain't no way in hell me and you gonna quote unquote be friends at all ever.
Right. So, colorism. Anyway,
well, that too. But I'm saying it's like she has it just feels like she has a spell on everybody. It feels like that because nobody ever comes back and is just like at her neck. It's not a permanent thing. So I don't understand that part of it. Especially because she has, to me, the most problematic husband that's ever been, I feel like, on reality TV. He's the reason I feel like she kept coming back, because he was always doing some crazy shit. But anyway, I'm sorry, it's crazy stuff.
Now she on the show, right? No, I'm following you.
And then I think too, like with it was one other thing I wanted to say about, well, regarding like Drew, it's just a small little part. I just feel like that was shady as hell. But I also feel like the producers said that on purpose. Because why did you need to say that on camera? You know, like they want something. I think it's an interesting point that the Don made about like maybe she can't afford Drew. But I do feel like I wish she would have said that then. You know what I'm saying? Because then it wouldn't leave that room out there.
So shady,
and she could have said it, but you know how the way the editing made, the shady producer, editor people, they might have left it out. I don't know. But I do think that if it was me, I wouldn't want her on my show just because Drew just is not trustworthy, in my opinion. Like she lies a whole lot for things that she don't need to lie about. So I just wouldn't necessarily want her around me that way. But it did come across like I'm above kind of thing. And then the last thing I wanted to say about Juan and what's the girl name? Robyn. I just feel like y'all can tell me what y'all think, but it just feels like production has gotten with him with Juan and said, listen, if you want your wife to keep her check, what y'all are gonna do is y'all are gonna have him come on this camera. He's gonna be open about whatever it is that the viewers have wanted to know over this past year or whatever. And he has to do it because it just doesn't seem, it's as much as I feel like he's trying to come across as loving, it just seems fake as hell to me. Like, you know, it just doesn't seem genuine. Like, this is a person I love and I'm sorry and this and the third. And it just sounded like she was reading questions that the producers gave her. I don't think the questions she was asking him were questions she actually cared about. Like, it just felt like I have to do this because they told me I had to, or I'm not going to be able to keep my job. You know, and then he still was very dismissive about it. It was just kind of like, I don't care. Really, honestly, that's the same attitude that she has as well. It's like, I don't care.
She does. So,
that's it. That's all.
Thank you. His I don't care. You can see it on his face. He really doesn't care. Her I don't care is shown on her face that she really does care. Juanita, I'm coming to you. And then after that, I'm coming to you, Shan. Juanita, your thoughts?
Okay. Again, on the Juan and Robyn scene. He just there because he need a check. That's all. Because when he was riding high and mighty, he wasn't thinking about Robyn.
That part.
That's my opinion on that. And let's see. What was the first? Oh, yeah, Karen. I like the way she do her shade. She do it sophisticatedly.
Yes, she does.
She didn't cuss Mia out or call her all kind of B's and W's and all this. She just laid it straight out to her and wouldn't let her hug her and did the handshake. And that was very, very classy.
Yes, it was.
It was very classy the way she handled that. And even in other scenes, she still maintained her class. But not yet. And also, Candace. Well, you know what? I'm like y'all. I wouldn't have shot that scene in my house if it wasn't ready. I mean, because they're just giving low budget. As is it Emmanuel or Sebastian? I always say low budget is giving low budget, and she should have had it, a little more together. But who are you to say that you don't want Drew on there when Drew can sing, about as good as you can? But I just looked at that as being jealousy, and like the Don said, she don't want to pay. So Drew probably was asking her for more money than what she want. So we'll see how these concerts turn out now. If she's going to do them by herself, I don't think they're going to turn out too well because she's really not that great of a singer. She can sing, but she can't sing.
Right. But
So,
what? She's putting on a show, right? She's putting on a show in terms of she got a band. She got the right idea.
mhm.
I honestly think she's going to do fine. But my thing is, I think Leo said it. Like, what is wrong with supporting your fellow sister? Like, what is
Right,
the deal?
right,
And if you didn't want her on, you didn't have to shade her.
right.
You should
And
have
that
just
was
said, you know
awful.
what? Right. I like the girl. I like both of them, but I work well with the girl who has been opening for me for whatever. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
And she said, Zeta said, I believe Drew is opening for Tamar right now. Like she should have kept those connections to help her move up. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's probably one of the reasons why Candace is jealous. I don't know,
Maybe
but
so.
that,
You
that's
never
just my opinion.
know. Right. You never know. Shan, your thoughts?
I don't want to see Ashley and her mom. Hashtag irrelevant. That scene, yawn. Next. Like LaDon said, I hope she gets a better wig. And thank you, Royer, for pointing out. Ashley did lie. 1 minute, it's me and Juan on the deed, and another minute, oh, it's just me. Then Ashley is a hot mess.
Mm-hmm.
And Ashley is one of those people you need to stay away from, like everybody. Because she'll sit in your face and she'll be like, girl, oh, you're so beautiful. Oh my God, I love you. And then you're like, damn, you'll never see her coming. She like a snake. Like, she just, I'm like, and Wendy, I'm disappointed in you. I know we're not there yet, but I'm disappointed in you for thinking you could possibly think you could ever say, I could sleep at night with Ashley being my friend. I would even stay in a hotel room with Ashley because you just never know what she's cooking up and when. Like, it's almost a talent, but we'll get to that.
We'll get to it. But you know what it is, Shan? They wanna ice Cam and Wendy out, which I think is so messy and so sad, right? And so, like you said, we're gonna get to it, but yeah, I don't like it. I think it's messy.
And Mia, let me tell you, when y'all's Grande was walking up, Karen, I was like, she is snatched.
Yes.
She about to be 60. I'm like, she looks good. Okay.
Yes.
Y'all's Grande. I like how she did Mia, but at the same time, cuss her out because Mia need a good cussing out. Like, I don't promote hostility or, arguments, but I feel like Mia, she's a lost cause. And then the fact that you're going to throw your husband under the bus, that you should be thankful because he got you out of the lobster and gown situation, right? You're going to be like, oh yeah, I thought embezzlement too on national TV. Girl, child, let me tell you, this episode. And then, to me, Candace is fabulous. I'm like the 1%. I think she's fabulous. I think she's young. She's pretty. She's doing her thing. She's trying. She's going to be the Grande one day. Listen, I said what I said.
You said what you said.
I don't have a problem with her not having her office done because to me, that's different from your house being dirty. Like, it's different if you go to somebody's house and it's like, okay, this room is under construction versus if you go to somebody's house and this is not done, the bed is not made and you're like, whoa, girl. You know what I mean? So I love the realness, but y'all didn't say nothing about Jazelle, who house been under construction since Obama was in office, like allegedly, right? But Candace have one little office and it's, oh my God, I would never film like that. Like, I'm tired of y'all. Like, I see a lot of people on social media saying the same thing. It's like one little thing, but I was disappointed in Candace. I did not like how, and y'all know I love Candace, but I can love you and tell you the truth.
Oh, come on now.
I don't like how, and I'm a Candace fan, I don't like how she shaded Drew because it made me sad. Yeah. Because y'all both up and coming artists, y'all on the same level. A lot of people on social media were saying Drew sang better than Candace. I don't know if I agree with that, but it was just like, why can't we grow together? We can go through this together, learn from each other. I didn't like that. And But I don't think it's jealousy. I think Candace just trying to figure out this whole, do you? Candace is trying to figure out her her what's the word I'm looking for? Her spot, her lane, I guess. I don't know if that's what it is.
Okay.
But I still think she's fabulous. But I don't like the whole competing situation. Like we could all win together. Like I didn't like that. Okay, Juan need to check real bad. Okay, and he gonna show up, honey. And I'm happy he's finally showing up. But like Nikki said, I feel like somebody sat down and be like, okay, this is Real Housewives. We need a part of your husband. We need something. That's what I feel. Hashtag pray for Robyn, because I don't know if there's any hope for her, but pray for her.
Yeah, I don't know if there's hope for her either, but yeah, we can pray for her. We could put her on the prayer list. Okay. Yeah. Emmanuel, your thoughts?
Okay, a few things. So the first scene with Ashley and her mom, it was a nice scene. However, I want to know what's really going on between Ashley and Candace. Let me tell you why I'm saying this. So, I saw the after show last night with Andy Cohen, and Ashley was there with Toya Bush.
Yep.
He asked how her and Candace are doing, and Ashley had a little smirk on her face, and said, so, I can't remember the exact words, but something to the effect of, we know what happens when we're together at night at the clubs. So I don't know what that means, but I feel like there's something going on there that we don't know.
Who said that?
Ashley.
You know she always talking, but you gonna stand up for her. Love you, Manuel.
No, hold up. Okay, so Mia and Karen. This is why Karen is the Grande Dame. This is why she's my favorite. She's so classy. She's so elegant. And Mia is a peasant, so she's not going to hug her, okay? Especially because you're not going to spend an entire season embellishing rumors, participating with neck and ankles, and then try to come back and run to me as if nothing had happened. No. So I'm glad that Karen, she's going to give her a chance, but it's going to take time.
Right.
But here's the thing that I found pretty interesting. If I recall correctly, when Mia first came on the show, she pretty much said that she ran the day-to-day operations, but now every time they ask her about the business, she want to put Gordon in it.
Yep.
That's interesting. I thought you were the CEO.
You better talk to me.
That part.
Yep.
And then the final thing about Candace. Listen, I am Team Candace this season. I think she grew on me last season. I really admire her development. To be honest with you, I didn't even notice that the office was dirty or if it was unorganized. And about Drew, look, birds of a feather flock together. And if I want to put on a good show, I don't want to declass it. I want a show that's classy. I want a show that's to a certain level, because Candace won the Bravo Award for Best Song. So she doesn't really need Drew like that. So
you should use people, and then after you kick them to the curb and you talk about them, and now you don't need them.
I don't really think she used Drew.
She used Drew because didn't that scene happen on the Real Housewives of Atlanta?
When she went on stage with her? Yeah, but that was like for 2 minutes.
You still got a crossover into the Real Housewives of Atlanta people.
She used her.
But that wasn't only a benefit. That wasn't only. But this is the thing, though. It wasn't only to benefit Candace. It also benefited Drew, because suddenly Drew has a.
Well, Drew, you didn't hear Drew talk about Candace. That's why I'm saying.
No, I'm not saying she's right. I'm just saying it benefited both people. That's it.
Yeah. But go ahead, Emmanuel.
That was it.
Thank you. I appreciate you. In my opinion, your thoughts?
Hi, Diva.
Hey.
Hi, everyone. Listen, first of all, this show made me so upset for so many different reasons last night. the lack of accountability that goes on in Juan and Robin's house is unmatched. The fact that y'all sit here and we can clearly see that they want y'all to talk about this. And the clear fact that y'all like, yeah, we don't care that you want us to talk about it. When we talk about it, we're gonna be so dismissive about the whole situation. It doesn't make sense to me. Like, I don't understand how Bravo takes it. Let me tell you something. Mia is a fraud, a snake, and everything else. I wouldn't trust that lady as far as I can throw her. I just feel like she's full of it. And the whole fact of her saying that she believed that Gordon could have been in, she's still so far of Giselle's behind. That's the reason why she's saying that. She want to have Giselle back so bad. And that's also the reason why she attacked Karen last season. Let's not play like we don't know. Yeah, she wants to be one of those green-eyed bandits so bad. She would talk about anybody. So yeah, I don't believe nothing that come out of her mouth. Candace. Here's the thing. When you burn at bridges, make sure you remember those bridges, because you might have to cross those bridges again. It was okay to have Drew on your side when you needed her on your song. It was okay to have her on your side when you wanted to be on the crossover episodes and be in Atlanta. But now, you don't need her no more, because you ain't need her to put no butts in the seats. That's not the reason why you do it anyway. Tamar didn't need her to put butts in the seats neither, but she offered that to everybody in town that she went to as a form of gratitude, to give somebody else some time to get on the show too. She wasn't taken away from her. It didn't take away from who she was. It's not about, we have to be careful when we knocking one woman down, who we knocking down. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Because you never know when you may need that one woman again. And I just feel like we don't forget about that. We so quick to judge people, and man, just I'm telling you, she was backpedaling last night on Twitter, telling everybody, no, that's not how the conversation went. It's the editing. We can't edit something that you don't say. They can't edit something you don't say. You said it out your mouth. So now I need you to stand 10 toes in it. And the look on her face of disgust when he said, what about Drew? It wasn't just what she said, it was the look on her face. Now, I don't need her.
No, go ahead. In my opinion, you can finish.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. I was just saying how she said it. You are right. The look on her face. The look on her face. Yes.
Are we going back around? Because we didn't talk about the Robyn scene in the first. Oh.
I did. You missed it. But when I come back around to you, you can say it.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna add, you're okay. I'm gonna add these Yeah. I thought, did I?
Maybe you opened it up. You talked about it when you opened up, but you didn't.
Okay, well, I'm doing it now. That's why, because you okay, E? Thank you. I'm doing it now. Yeah. So yeah, Robyn and Juan, Robyn was fixing her vitamins. He came in, and here's what I think happened with that situation. What happened with that situation is that Robyn was in big trouble when they finished last season. Because even when she went on Watch What Happens Live with Andy, and when they had the reunion, he was pissed at her. Matter of fact, he was furious, to the point where I think she was thinking, and many others were thinking, she was going to lose her job, because he had a whole Watch What Happens Live segment saying to her, why'd you do it behind the paywall? And she was sitting there next to Ebony from the Real Housewives of New York, her one season. And even Ebony was sitting there looking at her like, girl, you can't fix this. You look a fool, right? So, and again, Juan is being nice and participating simply because he doesn't have a job, and he wanted to say, and he sounds stupid when he's in these scenes, right? Because she's saying one thing, and he's like, yeah, my guys love me. My guys love me. I'm like, dude, it's not even matching up to the conversation. My guys love me. I put everybody before me. And then when Robyn says, so do I, did you see the look on his face? If you didn't, go back and watch it. Juan could care less about Robyn, and Robyn is laying on the train tracks and letting Juan run her over back and back and forth over and over and over again. It is sad to watch that a female in this day and age, that this is what you're going to accept, right? This is what you're allowing. This is what you're letting your children see. This is your legacy being played out on the TV. Girl, let this thing go. The man doesn't care. And now because you remarried him, okay, if he tries to go backstage is full, I know somebody's trying to get in. Sorry, guys. If you try to remarry him, if you try to divorce him now, you're going to have to pay him because he doesn't have any money. Just foolish. Why would you want to sit there in a house every day and be with someone who just doesn't want to be with you? He doesn't even treat you like a sister. He can't stand you. So, and then Robyn told Juan about the intervention. And he's like, go ahead, Robyn. So now he's making a mockery of it. Go ahead, Robyn. Get mad at me, Robyn. Yell at me, Robyn, for Jazelle. I can't take him. Okay. And then he said, he's not liable in this whole lawsuit with the school. And again, the guys love him. The guys love him, and he loved the guys back. Well, the guys ain't love you that much, honey, because they didn't do a picket sign saying don't fire you. Whatever. So Neka, and her husband, they live in 20854. If you play numbers, you better play that, honey, because that sister let us know she live in the right zip code. Okay. I don't know who else. I don't think not one of those ladies truly live in Potomac, because every time they go to Wendy's house, they talk about how far it is and how far they had to drive and all that. So holler at Neka, the only one that actually lives in Potomac, okay? The Real Housewives of Potomac. Come on now, 20854. 5 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, 6,000 square feet. You better holler at Neka, and she got 8 homes. She got so many homes, she forgot to list them on the mortgage when she was trying to get the mortgage for a Potomac home. Now, I can't wait to see that house, because it's going to be something, okay? Now, so far, and this is just in my opinion, out of all the reality housewives shows or whatever, hands down, the best house goes to Sheba Sheree. And then I think what comes a little next for me is Dr. Jackie's house. But honey, Neka might take the running. She might take the lead. I'm going to see. Because she got, no, come on, Roy. No, this is 20854.
It's cute, but it's basic. It ain't giving no mansion,
Thank you. Because Diva dragging it right now.
When Karen was living in Potomac, now that was a mansion when Karen was living in Potomac. This is giving your average house. It looks like Ashley's house.
Well, let's see. No, come on now. Don't do that. It don't look like no Ashley house. Now
it's basic.
It's still under construction though.
That come on now, man. You are still under construction. Yeah. Hold on. Don't be
wait to see the final product.
To 20854.
She has hardwood floors. I would have been more impressed if she did marble, but okay.
She's in 20854.
But you got hardwood floors. I got hardwood floors.
Well, you can't have marble throughout the whole house. You're gonna be slipping and sliding and busting your face.
She's that girl in Potomac. Why not? You said you that girl. You got 8 homes. You had so many, but. Go ahead.
Okay, let me go ahead.
International too. Some in Africa.
We know what happens when you come on saying I got 6 homes, 5 homes. Calm down.
Oh shoot. Yeah. Lorraine said Qua's house is better than Dr. Jackie's. When I say that, I'm talking about the decorations and everything. I didn't see no whoa, throw me over decorations in Qua's house. I'm not shading her house now, but I didn't see the decorations that took me off my feet. Now, maybe I got to go watch the video again, but Dr. Jackie, I liked the way she pulled that house together. That, what's her husband's name? That he's Curtis. Not in.
Curtis.
Curtis.
Not in. You saw that. When I divorced someone, so did this whole entire friendship.
His second wife needed some time.
Where's Curtis? All right, come on now, y'all. I gotta say focus. Let me say focus. What is this? 20854? Holla. Okay, girl got a house there. We're gonna see how the whole thing ends up being pulled together. But her husband told her, do your thing, boo. Do your thing, okay? Got the little dog and everything. Holla. Neka's in the building, all right? Then we got Wendy and Marsha, the producer. Somebody throw that producer all the way in the trash. I'm being serious. Throw her in the trash because you sitting there. Wendy trying to come up for a name for a show. She doing the talk show. What happened with the candles? Is she still selling the candles? And what else? What's the other stuff? Okay.
The candles, the nightclub.
Come on.
I'm getting like, listen.
Well, okay, CNN, the professor. Okay, so now she wants to do a talk show and she don't care if it gets picked up by Bravo, NBC, ABC, OWN. Well, first of all, we're going to need you to get her original name. She called it Wine with Dr. Wendy. And the producer sitting there like, whoa. I'm like, I had to sit up in the bed because I was laying down. I said, hold on now. Did she just say, and I'm going to drink wine during the episode? Girl, unwind with Tasha K. Does that sound familiar to you? She drank the wine when she do her show. All the people, the people call the winos.
I can't with Nikki with the shades on.
Hey, winos.
Hey, winos.
Because listen, the amount of shade that Diva has, it's just like she even got out of jail of shade. I don't understand.
She gonna call the show Wine with Dr. Wendy. And the producer was sitting there like she just said something like she was like, I like that. I said, girl. But anyway, let me carry on. They went to Pilates. And Karen, because Karen is extra. Karen is an older Phaedra. Because Phaedra extra. She extra, read all about it. And that's Karen. Karen extra. Because instead of saying she turned in 60, she said 320s.
That's true. That's true, Diva. I didn't think about it like that. Yeah, you're right.
I said, what is she talking about?
And I thought
here?
she was gonna need a heart
and I had to do like this. I said 2 She said 320s. I'm about to celebrate 320s. Now we gotta do math, Karen. Come on, Grande. I love you already, but we ain't gotta do math now. Okay.
And did you think she was gonna have to have a heart transplant or something? The way she was saying.
Because 5% clocking for a 60-year-old is not that bad. Like,
girl.
But they said I'm gonna live. I got MRIs, CAT scans. I went to the cardiologist, the dermatologist, the podiatrist.
all of them.
All the podiatrists.
I
She
thought
got her
she was gonna die or something.
She did an ear exam, an eye exam, and she said, I got 5%. I'm good. But don't worry, I'm gonna live.
Diva, I can't.
I'm telling you what the Grand Dame said.
Y'all's Grand.
But we gonna
she said that's why we here at Pilates. Because I'm gonna live. I got 5%, but I'm here. That's why I brought you here to Pilates. Now open your legs.
That's
I'm telling you what the Grand Dame said. And then Jazelle want to talk about Jason. Jason didn't touch that stuff. But anywho. So,
Diva, you have me laughing so hard.
Diva, he might have knocked the dust out of it.
No, he didn't.
He didn't do it. You don't think so?
That ain't his type. Everybody knows he don't like the black girls and he can't stand them old.
Okay.
Yeah, he ain't touched that. He did her favor. You need something, okay? That I'll do you that favor. I'll come through. Okay.
So yeah. he was just her storyline.
That's it. Okay. And Karen said, she spoke to Candace. Candace is doing okay over there. Okay. And everybody's going to get introduced to Neka. All right. And Jazelle, they talked about Jazelle dating somebody 17 years younger. Now listen, all of these ladies are beautiful in their own way. And I get it that they be wanting a boyfriend or whatever for the show. If off season, which I think they got about maybe 5-6 months off season. If off season you can't hit the local clubs, I don't know, the movies, the supermarket, and you can't find somebody, you can't call a friend of a friend and say, can you introduce me to somebody? What is going on?
Not when you're still involved with your ex-husband, but we'll leave that alone.
Whoa. I guess I'll go ahead. I guess I'll go ahead and add. Do I add this housewarming? Let me go. Oh, don't add that yet. Okay, I'll leave that alone. We'll do that last. Okay, so go ahead, Roy. Here, I did add a lot of scenes. I added Juan and Robin. Just give you a reminder. Neka and her husband, honey.
Look at Roy here.
Yeah, listen, 20854. I guess I'm gonna have to go play this tomorrow, honey. Shout out to 20854. Okay. And then we got Wendy and Marsha, the assistant.
Okay. So starting off with Juan and Robin, we are catching, well, I don't know if y'all are, but I'm catching a lot of lies this season on Potomac already. Now, if we think back to last week, Juan told us that he was fired because of his coaching skills and them not making it to the playoffs. Now Juan was fired because of the lawsuit, and last week he said it had nothing to do with no lawsuit or anything like that. So stay on the lie, whichever one it is, Juan. This is ridiculous. First you're lying about cheating on Robyn, now you're lying about what's going on to school and your job situation. We need a court of law to come into this case with Juan and Robyn and break it down, and somebody give us the truth about this relationship and about this whole situation. We brought you back on yet again, Robyn, to try to clear up the mess that you didn't address last season. And now here we are again, continuing the lies from what you told in the first place. It's a mess. And it just goes to show people, stop telling the lies, because you got to keep up with the lies to remember the one with the lies.
Woo, you better tell it, Roy. I forgot he sure did say that. He said that.
Yes, he did. It was shameful. And then to try to go off and say that my boys love me and I was supportive of them and all of this stuff. Meanwhile, according to this young man who is a part of these charges, I didn't see the love or support in anything that he said was going on. Maybe if you wasn't so busy down at the laundromat washing t-shirts with the assistant coach, you will have some time to focus on the boys and what's really going on in the locker room with everybody else and this other assistant coach. Now, I thought the assistant coach was a male who did this to the other students. So where did this female come into play? It's just a whole lot of mixed up lies going on in this situation. And I'm not here for it. Thank you, baby queen. The lies, the lies, the lies. We're sick of them. We're sick of them. So it was only behooving that he stand there and get the home ready with Robyn, because what else does he have to do? Nothing. Run your little errands and go fool around with your other chicks. But you know what? The thing is, I don't feel bad, because this is exactly what Robyn signed up for when she stood at the altar last season, when we had to cut back into the scene, because they stopped filming. They had to jump back to filming to catch this lie for you to continue on for what you signed up for. And then for Juan to play like, Robyn, get mad at me. We obviously see that you and Robyn have a deal and y'all rolling out with the deal. I just wish y'all would be honest with the rest of us and share the deal so that we can move on and stop being lied to. We're not stupid. We're not dumb. We're not slow. We see this. Okay, people? On to Wendy Osefa and her new talk show. I really like Wendy. Unfortunately, it always seems that Wendy is grasping at straws, a lot like some of the other ladies who really don't have much to do. I feel like that Wendy has a lot of information to do a talk show. Is Wendy entertaining enough to hold a talk show? Is my question. I'm not sure if she has that entertaining feel that would keep her alive on such networks as Bravo and HBO and Netflix. So, we'll have to see how that goes, because I don't know. I was not really feeling the studio vibes that she was trying to show us. It just wasn't giving talk show. It was giving low budget. But you know, you got to start somewhere. You got to start somewhere. Let's see. You said Juan and then the exercising scene with the ladies. Okay. I love the Grande. And she wouldn't be the Grande if she didn't extraordinarily, you know, make her scenes just the most. That's the purpose of her being the Grande, so that she can be grand in everything she does. We had to make sure, and she had to let the peasants know that the queen is okay. It's just 5%. But don't think she will be dethroned, because she will not be dethroned, okay? Her chariot, okay? And you're riding on her show as she's on her opening credit, period. You know, I don't understand this thing with the, you know, the ladies getting these pop-in boyfriends. You know, we have not seen a serious boyfriend from Jazelle since, what was the big guy's name that she was dating?
He was a fraud too, though. I know who you're talking about.
Sherman. He was the only one that kind of made it through those first couple of, I want to say he was on the first 2 seasons, maybe. And I just, you know, girl, just give it up. Be the mom. And here's the thing, and this is what I noticed. You know, I'm really into the church world. And there is a lot of times that I see Jazelle at Jamal's church sitting in the pulpit like she's the first lady. Which is why I said, you can't get with another man when you're still dealing with your ex-husband.
Whoa.
I still love that Mia is being greeted with a handshake by the Grand Dame. As such to continue. And, you know, Ashley, what are you bringing to the show?
That part.
You know, there was no conversation that was still yet giving in this scene from Ashley. You're still kind of following behind the drama of everybody else. You and Candace still not getting along. You know, her and, you know, just this co-parenting situation. It's just giving boring, girl. Try to start a business like some of the other ladies and give us something. That's the least we can give Wendy, is that she always trying to do something at least.
That's true.
What are you doing?
That's true. Thank you, Roya. Leo, you up?
You know how Roya do. Roya be putting it down and I get confused. Where I'm at now? Okay, Juan.
Robyn and Juan. And then Neka in her new house, okay?
Who's that? And Neka in her new house. I already shared my thoughts. Y'all already know what I feel.
Okay.
I mean, I live in a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom house. So, I mean, it was cute. It was cute.
Thank you. I appreciate you. We got to wait to see it decorated, okay? Don't do that to Neka.
Okay.
Go ahead, Leo.
Okay, so Juan and Robyn, right? So we all get that Juan has been told, if you want, is that me?
That's my phone, or it's my computer, sorry.
Oh, okay. Because you know my stuff will go raggedy here in about 2 seconds. Okay. So Juan is giving forced. He is also, they done put the pow to his back and say, look, if you want to make sure Robyn still get this check, you got to participate. Yeah. And we got the questions.
Yeah.
I see Robyn. Robyn actually to me looks like she is caged. She really does look like she's a very unhappy person. She's an unhappy woman. She doesn't, they have this relationship where they don't really talk. They do the surface. They manage their kids. They probably manage their household. They manage their issues, but they don't look like partners that talk within this relationship and this marriage. And it's really sad to see. It's what Robyn signed up for. Diva, it is her, you know, it is something that she agreed to participate in. Yeah. She went back and married him after she divorced him. I just, for women out there, whatever was wrong the first time they made y'all get divorced,
come on, you better tell it.
It's the same thing that's wrong when y'all get back together. It
you better tell it.
if that man did, because he's not in love with Robyn the way a husband should be in love with his wife. He called her Rob. He talked to her like, yeah, we homeboys and we been through it. So we are connected. We have children. But outside of that, the love and affection and the warmth and the intimacy, that's what they don't have. They don't have intimacy. The intimacy, she knows very darn well he shares with other people. He knows that. And so it's cringe-worthy to kind of watch this scene. It really is. Okay, so moving on to Neka. Neka. Okay. I feel like this girl got real coins, and I look forward to seeing, because if they got 2 houses in Illinois, they got a house in Georgia, they got 2 houses in Africa, because that's her family money. I really look forward to seeing what that money look like. Girl, I hope the production people let you share. I hope they let you do a cast trip. I hope they let you do all the things. In Neka. Okay, got it. In Neka. I want to see all the things, girl. Let us see the coins. Let us see the money. Because Potomac girls ain't got the kind of money in Neka got. They don't have that kind of money. None of the girls have. So I really want to see what that looks like. Girl, you better flaunt and floss. I want to see it.
Yeah,
I think.
You know what though, Leo? I do believe, like Keisha said, they want to ice Wendy out. But what Neka doesn't know is that as soon as they do, if they can do it, ice Wendy out, she'll be next.
Exactly.
And I do think it was a plot that whomever put in place to introduce Neka to them was to ice out Wendy, to show in a way they still want that done so they won't be accused of colorism. You feel what I'm saying? Right. That's what I think they're doing. But as far as the coins is concerned, I'm here to see the money now. I'm here.
You and me both. Come on now. This is what they promised us. I'm waiting to see it.
Yeah. I mean, because y'all love to shade people with it. If they got it, it ain't no problem to show it. If you got it, flaunt it. I'm really here to see how that looks. And as far as what's the name? Jazelle. Lord have mercy. Jazelle need to quit lying on our screens with this young man. And then the scene, even last week, was cringeworthy. That boy ain't thinking about you. I wish y'all stop trying to play us in our face. You're trying to make like the dust been busted off, but ain't no dust feathers have come close to that at all. Not even in the least bit. I don't even see anything happening between. If he did bust the dust bunnies off of it, he ain't act like he was all that connected from whatever I saw.
No.
That's it. I ain't got nothing else.
Thank you, Leo. E, you're up.
I'll start with the nothingness first. Okay. So how do you say her name? Nneka. When I believe this is her and her man with this house, right?
Yes, her husband. The doctor.
When she started talking about how the closing of her house was delayed because she failed to list her other properties in the other states and countries, honey, I don't know about the 20854 zip code, but I do know about the 419.
Oh, sure.
419 is the Nigerian letter scam, okay? Also known as the advanced fee fraud. It's 419 fraud is what it's called. For those of you who don't know, it's the scheme where a sender from Nigeria sends you a letter to help them facilitate the illegal transfer of money, allegedly. This is typically done by letter or email. Y'all have seen it where you get an email and it has a link in it and it asks you if you want to make $20,000. All you need is a bank account. Yeah, that's what I got from that. And Neka is a Nigerian 419 because when Bravo couldn't verify the homes in Nigeria and put the question marks over on Africa, I did not appreciate that. I thought that she made Nigeria look very bad, especially to have the nerve to mention Oshun later in that scene. I just felt that was very tacky. And then might as well throw Wendy in there too, because Wendy is doing too much. Last year, you wanted to do a library and a Nigerian restaurant. I'm telling you, they're coming over here doing Nigeria wrong. Stop putting this on Nigeria. It's the 419, and I'm sick of it. And now you want to do a talk show. Oh, Wendy's wisdom. Girl, are you for real? I have a better title. How about When Will Wendy Stop? How about that for the name of a talk show? Or how about Just Stop It, Wendy? Like, enough already. Now, for the main thing I wanted to talk about, this is really why I came up here tonight. When Juan said, because this is just ridiculous. When Juan said, "My guys love me," I was thinking, so in addition to all these women, you mean to tell me there are men out here with receipts too? Oh, I'd love to see. So Juan is just loving everybody. The scene started with Robyn pulling out her vitamins because she's so stressed out. She had to go to the vitamin shop and get some supplements to keep her body functioning as it normally would before she got married to the man of her dreams. Let her tell it. I thought this was such a joyous time in her life. Oh, Lord.
Right.
I just think the whole thing is dumb. And I tell you, Robyn will fight Ashley, Charisse, Jazelle, Karen, Wendy, Candace, the woman in Canada, the lady from the nail shop in Siberia, the co-worker from the Baltimore spin cycle, the laundromat, before she ever put this unemployed lying mother rubber out of her house. She's paying for her. Listen, Juan told Robyn straight up, "I don't care about these rumors," and he was laughing the whole time. And he played in her face and he was taunting her when he said, "Cuss me out. Go ahead. Get mad, Robyn. Throw some apples and oranges. I don't care." He even hit her with the boomerang towards Jazelle and said Jazelle is mad, but everybody is not Jazelle. And the only reason Juan is saying, "Oh, everybody's not Jazelle," is because Jazelle filed for divorce from her cheating husband and is dating this younger man, allegedly. But Juan knows Robyn ain't going nowhere. She's not filing for divorce and she's not trying to date anybody else. And that's a very dangerous thing for a man who you're married to think you will never leave him. That is dangerous. And I think that when you get into a situation where a man will taunt you and say, "Go ahead, get mad and curse me out," honey, you're swimming up the creek and there's 4 black piranhas on your coochie. This is not good. Then to top it all off, Robyn tried to ask Juan how the job search was going when she said, "Well, what have you been doing? Have you made any calls?" And all he could say was, "Oh, I have been making a few calls." Translation, he ain't got no job and he ain't looking for one. And why should he when his primary source of income is Robyn?
That
It's
part.
you. So you're the job, you damn fool. And when Robyn said, no, really, Robyn, you are Juan's employer, and I don't give a damn about him talking about this lawsuit. The school fought the lawsuit, and from what I heard, they won. Although I believe every single word the victim said, but be clear, that lawsuit has nothing to do with Juan getting on Indeed and finding a call center job where he can work from home. Or he can be a chef like Candace's husband. Go get some of that box macaroni from Safeway and go make some ravioli. Go do something, but don't just sit in this house and do nothing. Juan doesn't have a job because Juan doesn't want to work outside of the home because he is working too hard and being with Robyn and it's make-believe attraction. I think this is very sad to see. And the next time she has anything to say about Ashley's husband, or I remember she was talking about Monique's man, and she was like, "I'm glad Juan Dixon is not here." Listen, he's there all the time now, but what is he doing besides sucking your checking account dry? Sick of them.
You know what? It's going to be interesting. Well, he show up for the reunion.
I was thinking the exact same thing, Diva. Is he going to be at that reunion?
Because now you can't make the excuse of he's working. But you know what? He's going to conveniently just have gotten a job when it's reunion time. Emmanuel, you're up. I don't think she got no prenup.
No, she didn't.
So with Robyn and Juan, I feel like it's just the same old, same old. I don't even know what to say. I don't care. They're not important. I liked seeing Nneka, and I think I like her from this seeing her from this first episode. I
Mhm.
like the fact that she's accomplished. I like the fact that her husband's accomplished. She's an attorney. She has several homes. So I'm proud of her for that. And she looks like a very energetic and friendly person. So yeah, you didn't think so, Diva? Like the way she was
Messy.
introducing herself with it.
She's messy, right? Off the back, you don't have no problem coming up there and tearing your fellow sister down. I mean, if I had that type of money, I don't know one if I would have that need to be on a show like that. That's number one. And if I was coming on the show, I definitely wouldn't be coming up there just to sling mud, especially right off the bat. Now, if I had some real issues with you, then we gonna have some real issues, right? But I'm going around spreading rumors of somebody being voodoo, this, that, and the other. I'm not doing that. So you really don't need a check, right?
Mm-hmm.
Allegedly. And you're a lawyer.
Yeah.
Did you hear? She's a lawyer. You're a lawyer and you're willing to get up on the screen. It says she's a corporate lawyer, right? I listened to her, but I'm thinking, one, you're a lawyer. I don't care if you corporate or got your own practice. You're a whole lawyer and you feel after going to law school, passing the board, and the best you got is coming on a reality TV show, and you're willing to spread rumors.
You mean about Wendy, right?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I don't know how that's going to play out next episode because as far as this episode, I don't really think she said anything bad. Wasn't that kind of Ashley who brought
No,
it to her?
she said it from the top. She said she questioned her PhD. That's
No.
when I had a negative on her. I was like, I want to give this lady a chance, but the fact that you got on here and acted like you want to minimize this other Black accomplished woman who apparently is from your same culture, like if you're winning, you don't need to tell everybody.
That part, come on.
If you're rich, you don't need to tell everybody. Beautiful people don't need to tell you they're beautiful. They already know, and the people that are around them already know. So sorry, Emmanuel, for jumping in, but that bothered my soul that was what she came with. It's like, what do you mean? She has a PhD. She's not a real doctor. Yes, you are. And you have to work equally as hard. It's very difficult to get a PhD. It's not easy, which is why everybody don't have one. So from top, I'm done with her. Sorry. I apologize.
I'm going to have to disagree. I looked at it another way. Her husband is a medical doctor. So she doesn't know Wendy. They're introducing her. And they said she's a doctor. So I think it's a common thing to say, is she a doctor? Because the majority of the people, when they say the word doctor, most of the time they are referring to a medical doctor. So I think she was just asking. I think Ashley
She's
was
smart. She's an attorney.
Well,
She didn't need to have that clarified.
That part. Come on, Nikki.
Or maybe it was Shade. I don't know. But the part about Ashley was the one who said, I heard these rumors about this article. What is Osu? And then the girl started to explain. So maybe next week when she brings up this shrine stuff, maybe that will be different. But as far as this episode, I really didn't see her as starting anything. It was more so Ashley, in my opinion, who started the mess. So I'm going to give her a chance. I will say if I were close to her, I would warn her because I feel like maybe next year, 2 years from now, for a storyline, Jazelle would be willing to go after her. The whole group would be. So I would caution her. And yeah, I think that's it.
Thanks, Emmanuel. Yeah. No, I think she was being shady. I mean, it doesn't matter, doctor, philosophy, doctorate degree, doctor, lawyer. What does it really matter? She was being shady, but it is what it is. We'll see how it pans out. Shan, your thoughts?
Nneka. I'm gonna just say Nneka. Nneka, she's friends with Ashley. So I'm looking at her crazy from before. Because Ashley is your friend, I'm looking at you crazy. Because you know that old saying, show me how your friends are, or something like that. The thing is, right? I love to see, women doing well, having multiple homes and something. But I'm a good judge of character. And for some reason, when she was saying, oh, I have homes here, homes here, homes here, it didn't come off authentic to me. I don't know why. I didn't feel like it was the truth. I'm not saying she's lying, but I don't know. I have to wait and see because I get wary. Like at first, when I used to watch these shows, I used to get excited when I see people with 6 homes and 28 bedrooms and all this. But the more the seasons go on, I'm like, because they always come out to like be Mia, kinda ish, like a little bit. Like, oh, I had to downsize. Like I feel like they come on the show and try to be larger than life the first season, and then the reality set in. Now, I'm not saying she doesn't have all these homes, but I'm saying I don't know if that's the best way to start out. Like, I feel like it's more relatable when you come and say, okay, I'm an attorney, my husband's a doctor, like when you just say, yeah, I have 10 homes. Does that make any sense? Because I sound like a hater, but I'm not even being a hater. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. The start is just so strong. It's like you have to live up to that the next season, right? And because she's friends with Ashley, I'm already biased. Like, I don't know. And I feel like she was being shady with Wendy, but I feel like Ashley put 20 on 10 like usual.
Right.
And if you want to come for anybody, you're gonna come for Wendy, your sister, who's like, y'all remind me of each other, kinda, you know. I don't know. And then Juan and Robyn, you know, like when you're in like high school and you don't want to break up with somebody, right? So you're like, I'm just gonna do anything so he could break up with me. Like, I feel like Juan is like, I'm just gonna do anything so I don't have to leave her first. Like, if that would make any sense, allegedly. And like E said, shout out to E for that read. Okay? It's dangerous when somebody think you're not gonna leave them. It's kind of like, where's your self-esteem? Like, it's like he's saying, show me something that you love yourself. I don't know. But I feel like he was throwing shade like, yeah, you're not gonna do anything. Like, do something. Get mad. It's almost like he wants her to do something where he could say, okay, I could fight for this. It's almost like he's bored. I don't know how to explain it, but honestly, Mia, Juan, Robyn, Ashley, they could all go for me. New girl.
We're gonna see how this goes, what road this goes down.
But that outfit she was wearing in the housewarming, I loved it. She is well dressed. She is a pretty girl. You know, I love her style and everything. But I don't know if I believe this whole thing. We'll see. I remember Monique with the 4 homes. She did have 4 homes, but then I know what y'all thinking. I'm hating. It's not even that. It's just I want more realness on reality.
Right.
And she's a little suspicious to me, so I'm watching the new girl. Right. And if I had to choose between her and Wendy, this is so long. I'm so sorry. If I had to choose between her and Wendy, I would choose Wendy. I like Wendy. I don't know. I like Wendy over her, so she has a lot to prove, basically.
I feel for Wendy and Candace, right? Because even when we get to this scene, even the way Jazelle is doing Wendy, like, you know, how she did her at the housewoman, I feel for them, but I feel like, and it's hard for them to dethrone the ladies, right? Because everybody that comes through the door, they're kind of team Jazelle and Robyn. They fall to that side. But
Can I say one more thing?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. You go ahead.
Well, go ahead.
Just one more thing about the Wendy scene. Are we talking about that one with the new career?
Yeah.
The thing with it's like we all want to have 10 bags and everything and multiple streams of income, but I'm getting sick of Wendy at this point. And I love Wendy, but I gotta call a thing a thing. This is my thing, right? I don't know, I'm not in business, but isn't it better to kind of get one business off the ground before you start another one and another one and another one? Because I was looking forward to seeing how things are doing with her candles.
Right.
It's just, and I love Wendy. I just don't know if I like this storyline of every year I'm starting a new business.
It's like the jack of all trades, you know,
master of none, right?
You know, and it's like, you know, and like, I like Candy, but it's like with her, y'all got 15 restaurants. You're producing plays on Broadway. You
Right.
got your foot, you got a finger over here, finger over there, a foot over here, a foot over there. It's just too much. Why don't you perfect something? I personally
Right.
think they should have just kept opening more locations of the old lady gang. And I think that they should have eventually probably tried to franchise it.
And
You
isn't it a lot of money? Like I was thinking when Eddie was telling her last season, I'm so sorry for this 2-hour commentary. But last season when Eddie was saying how much is gonna cost, like isn't it a lot of money to like, because even the thing with Peter, I'm sure she put money into that, and then this, and then it's like Wendy's giving, I'm bored, so I need a hobby. And listen, I love Wendy, and Wendy looks beautiful, by the way. Oh my gosh, gorgeous. But I don't know.
Well,
Find
you
a
know what
hobby
it
and stick
is.
to
She's
it.
trying to get something that stick, but you gotta put your heart and soul into it.
You got to give it time too,
You gotta
right?
give it time
To get off the ground and then see how it does a couple years. Because I heard it saying like a good business doesn't work. Like it takes a while for a business, like 3 years or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right.
Thank you, Diva. I'm so sorry.
You're fine. You're fine. Didon, you're up.
Brother Juan Dixon.
Oh shoot.
Trash.
Yeah.
You can tell that this was a contractual agreement that Juan and Robyn had to discuss this event. And they had to discuss it more than once.
Yeah.
By my recollection, Robyn defended not discussing this event in all of her interviews she did last year because she said that this event happened so long ago. Why would I bring it up on this season? Now, that was last season.
Yep.
So, and that happened a year before last season.
That's fact.
So if it wasn't mandatory for her to discuss it this season, why is she even talking about it? So that lets me know that producers told her that she had to talk about it or she was going to be let go from this franchise.
Yeah.
Because this is the second episode that they're talking about this that happened 2.5, 3 years ago. This cheating scandal.
Yeah.
Because you have to know that the season is recorded a year before it even airs.
That's true.
So, and that's all she said last year. But this happened a year before. Why would I discuss it? I was waiting for someone else to bring it up. So why are you bringing it up now? So this lets me know this is a contractual agreement that if she did not discuss it, they was going to kick her off the season. And Juan had to agree to discussing this on camera because, like everyone has said, he doesn't have any more income. And I do believe that they're going to withhold money from her if he does not appear on the reunion.
Yeah.
I do believe that. He's still bringing up excuses. It's like, dude, you've been caught red-handed. Stop with the excuses. There's no more excuses. Come on. And Robyn is just still believing him. Like, you got all the power right now, Robyn. You're the only one working. You're the only one bringing in money. Put your foot down, please. The scene with them exercising. The only thing I could think of is is Candace talking about Mia's feet and how big they were. Every time I saw Mia's feet in the camera, I just laughed at Candace talking about Mia's feet. I was like, can you please put some socks on? But the scene with and let me talk about Neka and all of her money. These housewives better be careful when they talking about all the money that they have and all the houses that they have, because like E said, every time a housewife come up and talking about the millions and billions and the 78,000 houses that they have, there's always a scandal surely to follow. There's always a scandal. So I would be quick to not mention or be a little humble, when you're talking about your 78,000 houses and all of the money that you have. because the scandal is coming. People know your information, and they you know, it's going to be soon before a blog. Someone gives it to a blog, so you know, be a little humble. And for her to talk about Wendy's accolades, it's just it's tacky. For you to have a Juris Doctorate degree, you know, you know that she has a doctorate in philosophy.
Come on.
It's completely tacky for you to talk about that, and you can tell what team she's on. She was prepped, because when Monique came in and talked about her homes, she was attacked. When Wendy came in and talked about her degrees, she was attacked.
Come on now.
But she came in and talked about her homes and her degrees, and nobody said anything. So
and
you can tell.
And now she's perfect.
Right, she's perfect.
Nobody
said anything. Nobody said that she was bragging. They just said over there, mum's a word. So you know, it's just, you can tell that she came pre-prepped. They knew who she was. They knew she was a plant and ready to attack Wendy. She was there for a purpose, and I hope she's a one-season wonder. I don't want her to last, because I hate for them to put people on these shows for a side. You know, let these people come on and be authentic and meet everybody. And choose who they grow close to, not just come on the show and be on somebody's side automatically. Because who wants to see that? And you can tell that's what you can tell.
And it's the wrong side.
Right. It's what's happening automatically. It's like 6 against 2 right now, and with Karen in the middle. So you know, I didn't like that at all. But you know, we'll see how it's moving forward, and you know, with the rest of the season. But right now, I'm not feeling her at all. She doesn't have a mind of her own for her to have all these millions of dollars and all of these houses, and probably getting WIC checks on the side.
I cannot.
Well,
and
Don said one thing that I wanted to piggyback on, because it is a crime to lie on your loan application. Donald Trump did that. You can get prison time for doing that. So the fact that she did that and said that she was caught, the Don is right.
What she said is she forgot.
No, ain't no forget.
First of all, as a lawyer, see what they I think what some of them think is, right? I think what some of them think is that the audience is so stupid that we're not going to pick up anything. First of all, she had my ears perked when she said she was a lawyer. Because I'm thinking to myself, as a lawyer, and as hard as you got to study to pass that board and do everything, you risking what? But somebody put it in the thing, right? People want fame over money. Give me my money and nobody know, and I'm good to go.
That part.
Oh, and Karen does live in Potomac.
Oh, she does. Okay. Nikki, I'm coming to you. Give me a minute. Emmanuel, what did you want to say?
I just wanted to say one more thing to Nneka's defense. Let's not forget that when Wendy came on the show, even though I love her, she also came on the side of the Green Eye Bandits and took their side when they were going up against Monique. So I just wanted to put that out there, that Nneka is not the only
facts.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Let's not forget that.
No, you are. You speaking facts. You know what the whole thing is. Those two, they another one that could write a book, because they use people, and the people fall for it all the time. They use people, and then when they're done with you, they throw you straight in the trash. Okay? And they ask the dumpster to come pick you up right away after they use you. Because remember, they was all, when they wanted Monique off, they was all on Candace's side. Soon as Monique was gone, before she even picked up the stuff from her desk, They was done with Candace.
That's why I don't feel bad for Wendy, because I remember that.
Yeah, she did. She did. Nikki, you're up.
Jesus. Listen. I don't know. I don't hold that against Wendy because of the fact that she just, I feel like, how do you not be on their team, so to speak, when they're speaking against someone being assaulted? You know what I mean? I do agree that she really wanted to cozy up to them, but I agree with her sticking with what's right, which is Candace shouldn't have hit the girl or whatever. But I also want to say, just let Wendy be great. I know everybody on here basically talk about, well, Wendy, she wants to try all these different, what's the right word, like businesses and stuff like that. Here's the thing. I feel this way about Wendy and business in general. I just feel like the problem is Wendy is not leading with what makes her happy, right? So, like, for instance, I like to bake, right? So it's going to come across a certain way if I'm a baker on the side versus, and everybody knows me for baking. But the thing with Wendy is she's showing up with, and this is, you should never do this in business, in my opinion, but she's doing it backwards. It's like, let me see what sells, and then I'll start that business. You know what I mean? Or let me see what I can do on the side, or let me see what can make a lot of money. And you can't start business like that because it's doomed to fail. So, like, what happens with your people if you start like a mechanic shop and they get sick or they go on vacation and on and on and on? It's just problematic. But if you lead with something you actually care about, then it'll come across that way. And that's why everybody in the audience is just like, girl, what are you doing? But I do feel this way. I feel like she'll stumble upon it eventually. I do feel that way. So I'm gonna give her a little bit of grace. Regarding that, what else did I want to say? Oh, I want to say that I think it just, Jesus forgive me because I know this isn't right, but it gives me great pleasure that when Wendy walks into the room, it bothers Jazelle's whole soul. You know, because when I was growing up, my mom would be like, it takes so much energy to be mad at someone. You have to think about, oh, I'm still mad at her, or what am I gonna do if, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, just release that. No one is, I understand it might take time. Like, I'm gonna need a minute with you because you did X, Y, and Z. But I'm not gonna let you occupy that much time in my life that I have to sit here and think about, oh, I don't want her to touch me. I don't want her. Yes, it can come across fake and phony if she does, give her a hug or whatever. But I just feel like she sat and she read Jazelle from head to toe when they was at that lake, whatever, and Jazelle can't get past it. And she's the one that started the fight. So anyway, let's see who else. Karen. Oh, we gonna give Karen some grace too. And I know y'all didn't mean no harm by this, but I just feel like in that scene where they were exercising or whatever, and Karen was going over all of the doctors and whatever it is that she did, I immediately thought when she was doing that I thought about her parents. And she's lost both of them due to some sort of health issue, it felt like. So I just was like, I feel like that's what she was trying to say, like, go out there, get yourself checked. And she just wanted them to support her. So I'm just like, let Karen be. But I will say this about Karen too. She has become my favorite housewife across all the franchises, because I went back and I rewatched Potomac and I was like, Karen, she gets those girls together. Remember, what she tell Robyn, you the dizziest sitting at the table? Like, she gathers them, all of them unbothered. The only person that bothered her where she really kind of got out of character was, what's that girl's name? I don't like her very much. Charisse. Last season when she kind of got out. But I really don't think it was because Charisse got under her skin. I really think it was because unfortunately, Karen felt like Charisse was saying something regarding her mom. I think that's what really caused her to like erupt that way, because I think typically she gathers those girls and she can kind of keep it together. What was it? I think that was the last thing. Hold on one second. Oh, and then like with like I said, with that Nneka lady, I want to not be biased. The thing I think that bothers me the most about this is kind of like how we get bothered as brown people when you see a brown person going against another brown person. Just in America, you want to root for your people, I feel like, naturally. And so when you see this lady come in, and I don't know the sequence of events of when they shot her and when she actually said this stuff about her, basically questioning what type of PhD she has or kind of medical degree or whatever it is. You don't know the sequence, so I don't know. Maybe this happened later on after Wendy did something to her. But the way it came across is just like, you a hater. And like I think that I said, someone has already either you were already a viewer, already a fan, and you kind of already knew what side you should come in on to kind of like stay, or you're intimidated. Because again, like I said before, if you are all of that, you don't need to announce it to the world. You know what I'm saying? And I also agree that if you are an avid Housewives watcher, then you should be able to have figured out by now that things you shouldn't do is oversell. Now I know the producers are going to want you to oversell. They want you to show the extreme amount of money you paying for a private plane, this, that, and the third. So I kind of give them a little slack for that. But it's just kind of like, if you've been watching Housewives shows for all of these years, the thing that always catches them up is lying or embellishing about their life. And they always have skeletons in their closet. So it's just like, don't come on these shows when you have those type of skeletons. Like, you can come on here if your husband cheated on you, you know what I'm saying? Or something like that, because that's salacious. But that isn't take you to jail like Teresa Giudice or whatever, how you say her name, type of problem. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I don't know. I want to like her, but the jury's out. I don't like the way she came at Wendy about that. And then I think it was very poignant what he said when Don was like, they filled her in, because it comes across. It's like, you already hate this lady and she's your people, allegedly. So I'm interested to see what else is going to happen. But I think she is going to miss or underestimate Wendy. And she's gonna get caught up just like Jazelle did that day when Wendy read her from head to toe. I think that's what's gonna happen to her, and she doesn't see it yet. But anywho.
That part.
Thank you, Nikki. I'm coming to you in my opinion in a second. Wait. Is there any sound? I don't got no sound there. All right, that's on the hubby.
Just another 419. We thought it was sound, but we got scammed. No sound.
No, I cannot eat. In my opinion, you're up.
Hey, can I say one thing? Just one thing. I am excited to see what happens between this lady and Candace, because Candace ain't gonna back down. So I'm interested to see that. But I'm sorry, in my opinion.
She even looks like Wendy a little bit, right? Or is it just me? No? Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead, in my opinion. You're up.
Okay, so what they should have called this is the lies. Because here's the thing, okay? When you get on these shows, you best believe everything you say, these fans are gonna go proofread it, okay? So she said she's a practicing attorney. Okay, so the people have came out, the internet snoops have came out and said, hey, she can't even practice in the state of Potomac. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out where she practicing at. I need to know the law firm, because they said she can't practice in the states. So I don't know where she's gonna be practicing at. Here's the thing. Be careful when you come into friend groups. You got to meet people for yourself, because she's a friend of the cousin's sister-in-law or something like. It was really weird how she went down the rabbit hole to get to how she was friends with this girl. And for the life of me, I can't understand why we again got the Muppet baby on here. I mean, anybody that actually has to vouch for, I'm gonna already tell you they're a liar, okay? Because the Muppet Baby came here last season and told everybody that it was Happy Eddie and Chris was flirting with her, and we saw on the screen that was a lie. So I think everybody that Ashley deal with is a lie, because Ashley, I can't live her own, truth. Here it is, Ashley, a grown woman, and she got to stay married to a pervert just to keep her lifestyle. Now make sense. I think you gotta be smart. You know what I'm saying? As Black women, we can all have ours and not have to knock another woman down to keep.
Come on now.
I ain't gotta knock the next sister down just to show my crown. My crown can be there, and I can still look at another Black queen and say, oh, you're doing amazing in this world. I don't have to throw tomatoes from my chariot. And here's the thing. Juan wasn't here last season. Juan isn't here this season. Okay, what y'all are seeing is just somebody who's desperate for a check. Okay, Juan is only there for the food and shelter. And as soon as he get another job, he'll be back out on the prowl with his next victim.
Not the next victim. Well, thank you, in my opinion. I appreciate you. Okay, Neka. Whatever, however you say it. We're going to see how this turns out.
We team Wendy over here.
All right, now. Let's get to this last scene. Ashley's housewarming. Q house. The kids' room. Okay. Q house. So the housewoman, and she, set up everything outside. The tricky thing about outside is you never know when that weather's gonna play nice and not play nice. So anytime I plan on like half the event outside, I also make sure I have room enough to bring it in the inside. Okay, that's just a little tip. And I ain't nobody's party planner or anything like that. But you got to be ready at any given second to pull that whole shindig inside your house. Okay. But anyway, it worked out well for her. She had the little tables back there. Jazelle brought her some Corona. Okay. Brought her some Corona over to the house. And the outfits for the housewarming, they were tragic, with the exception of maybe Neka. But the rest of them are tragic. Listen, forgive me, Jazelle's outfit, tragic. The outfit that Ashley had on before she went and changed was better than the outfit she put on when she went and changed. This is just
I thought the exact same thing, Diva.
Yes.
The exact same thing.
Yeah, it's just my opinion here, okay? But outside of that, the outfits were tragic, okay? Robyn came in her pink. Yeah, tacky tail, yeah. Robyn came in her pink. And I'm ready for the questions. Robyn, you're never going to be ready. Because if somebody asks you too many questions in a row, you're going to break down and cry. Because you want to talk about the world tried to take away my happiness. No, your husband did. Your baby daddy did. Juan Dixon, girl, get focused.
And your life choices.
Yeah, we're going to need you to focus. And blame the right person. I love you ladies, but y'all just get it all twisted when y'all blaming the wrong person for the situation. Look at that man that's laying in your bed at night or probably in the guest room. Anywho, it's Juan Dixon is your problem, okay? So, Wendy comes in and they don't want to speak to her. Jazelle acts like a 2-year-old. How you in your 50s? At the least, you could just say, hey, nobody said you got to kiss her or hug her, whatever the case may be. You standing there looking, giving the eye, acting like a straight 2-year-old. You could say hello. And if I was production, you want to give me reality TV, I'm going to make those two sit down and talk. You don't need me to be production. I sure would. I don't know what's going on between y'all two, but the next time y'all get the call sheet, y'all two going to have a scene in the restaurant. I'm going to force you to talk to her. I'm going to give the people what they waiting for. I'm going to give them a show. Everybody saying that Candy and Phaedra should have talked. Let's force Jazelle to talk to Wendy. Let's make this happen. Because like you said, Nikki, she's still pissed because at that beach house or whatever that trip they went on, Wendy tore her down for filth. And she can't get over it. So I would make them talk, right? And then Messy Ashley, she steps aside with Wendy and tells Wendy everything that happened, what Neka said, and the voodoo or whatever. And Wendy said nobody would have been at that party if I was outed from my community. And she also told Ashley, I invited you to my son's birthday party. You didn't show up. Ashley didn't show up because she's messy. Ashley didn't show up because she will always be on Jazelle and Robyn's side. Always. And no matter what Jazelle, and she got the nerve, because remember when Robyn was all in her face when they had that Australian restaurant? Robyn was all in Ashley's face, had her finger up in her face, and now Ashley is up her behind. They're forming an alliance for sure. But I want to see the person that is strong enough and smart enough to come in there and break it. Break it. Give us the show. And so to the lawyer, 208-589, whatever zip code she's in, shame on you for not being strong enough to stand on your own 2 feet and figure things out on your own. But anywho, and so Neka sat there and told him she's perfect in everything. She always wins. And my thing is, why do you have to come out the gate so strong? Show and study wins the race. I would be calm. How many houses you got? We got about 8 houses. I don't know. But you would have to ask me. Where you live at? Oh, we just bought our house is being built over there. You have to ask me all the questions. Well, how many bedrooms? Oh, it's 5.
And maybe they'll pay her more because they don't think she needs the money, right? But if you come like I'm a millionaire.
Well, no, not even that. I wouldn't even think of that reason. I just wouldn't be out the gate just letting
you would be humble
in my bag. I'd be humble.
Humble, right.
But if you ask me what's in my bag, I'll tell you. But I'm not going to just be sitting down at the bag, just plucking it out. No. Me and my husband, we just building that house over there. Meantime, my furniture being custom made somewhere, but I ain't going to tell you that unless you ask me. That's it. Okay. So she's messy. Okay. What else we got to say? I mean, that talk between Wendy and Ashley. Ashley's a hot mess. And then it looked like one of the rooms was an actual closet with a rack. I'm going to need Ashley to get that together too, up in the seaside house that's in the city. But I'm not judging. I'm just, saying it's the seaside house in the city, and she didn't like the dark condo or whatever, and she moved over there. And where did them plants go that her and her mama bought? And she was going to get the tent for the backyard, but she didn't get. I don't know what happened. Leo, what's your thoughts on this last scene? I can't right now.
And I can't either, especially with that house. Oh my.
Yeah.
It's cute.
It's cute.
It's starter home kind of cute,
Yes.
For the Tarjay, but okay, it's cute.
Uh-huh.
And did y'all notice when Wendy came in and she went to hug folks? Did you notice how Jazelle moved like 2 feet over? Yeah. Like she gave off the energy. Don't touch me.
Yes, she did.
Don't touch me.
At her big age. Well, look at Neka's ring. She better holler.
Oh my.
Okay, now.
419.
419.
Good. Perfect picture. Perfect.
Okay.
All right, go ahead, Leo. Finish y'all. I'm sorry.
It's okay. And so I feel like Wendy learned, because remember Wendy tried to come in civil last season in the beginning when they had that little spring in the spring or whatever that Karen had at the spot up there in DC, and she tried to come in and hug and be normal and be civil, and Jazelle was like no touching. No touching. You only got one time to treat me like that, and you ain't never got to be bothered with me. I'm just saying. Not at all. I'm not that girl. I'm not gonna keep it, going. And I also saw that she didn't try to hug Mia. Now Mia was confused a little bit with that, but you tried to assault the girl, okay?
That's right.
You tried to assault the girl, and they have not tried to reconcile either one of these relationships, so they can't move any further. And like I said, I'm just not that girl. If you do these type of things, I probably would have spoke, I probably would have said hello, because you don't lose anything by saying hello. I'm not going to keep raging a war that I don't care anything about. If it's over with, it's over. We here to do a job. I'm going to speak to everyone. When I'm country. When I walk through the door, I'm, hey, y'all, what's going on? That's just what I do. So, but I did see the energy that Jazelle gave. And so Wendy did match that energy. Right. I'm going to go back to, now I'm going further to the end. Mm-hmm. How Ashley, with her messy self, transported information back to Wendy.
Yeah.
Ashley got to earn her check the best way she know how to these days, and it's being uber and super messy. It's super, super messy. She automatically threw a wedge in between two women that don't really know each other. They have seen each other in passing. They both agree with that. What I would have encouraged Nneka to do was have a conversation with Wendy about these things about being Oshu or whatever, however that is explained, however she feel like that's going on with Wendy and her family business. It was not for Ashley to put it right up front, because see, then they want to get mad, because that's just like Jazelle. Jazelle is still angry with Wendy because Wendy read her for filth for some information that Jazelle started about her husband. Mm-hmm. Y'all started that. And remember, Ashley, and again, I don't understand how, just like Nikki said, I don't understand how they keep letting Ashley get away with these things. Ashley was the one that came in with her breast milk that season when they was at that biz 2 seasons ago, started that stuff, and then left out with her breast milk. I just, and then Jazelle carried it. She brought it in, Jazelle carried it, and once again, Ashley is bringing it in, and I'm quite sure Jazelle, we're going to see further on in the seasons that Jazelle is going to be carrying it. Once again, they're going to all forget about that Ashley was the first one that brought that bone in, and I hope to, and I don't, this is another thing too. Wendy started that, Wendy makes me mad too. Wendy started in with all this, I'm going to get along with you. I feel like me and you can get along. I feel like me and you can be friends. And you could look on Ashley's face and see that she was getting ready to bring the mess. Yeah. See it. You can see, like, I don't care what you say, I'm still getting ready to come in with this hot shot and blow the whole set up to have these two women against each other. Ashley is already getting on my nerves.
Yeah, I feel the same way. And I think it's so unfair. So you starting from the door. And like, Wendy said, like, I tried to like open up and let you in. But she knows that she doesn't want to let Wendy in because they all made a pact behind the scenes, as far as I'm concerned, to ice them out and talk to them whenever they feel like it. But if I was Karen, I would have invited Wendy to Pilates. Do you know what I mean? I know they say Candace couldn't be there for whatever reason or whatever, but I would invite them to all my stuff. So then y'all make the decision whether y'all gonna come or not. You're up.
At Ashley's housewarming, I will say Karen's lilac short suit was everything to me. Mm-hmm. I love the way that Karen came in dressed. She was best dressed, if you ask me. Charisse came in with the baby blue knockoff version. But her suit just didn't do it for me, even though I know they were very similar. Mm-hmm. Charisse had on that white t-shirt underneath hers, like she was going to the YMCA to do jump rope afterwards. Mm-hmm. Karen's corset top was much more appropriate and more my style. I thought that was very cute. But let's move forward. I don't understand why Wendy is on this show. She knows these women don't like her, and she saw the way they ganged together. Even with fabricated stories to try and take Monique down, and Monique went down swinging. Yet Wendy feels comfortable to go to Ashley's house, knowing Candace won't be there. And Wendy thinks she's going to eat off clean flatware and nobody's going to spit in her drink. I wouldn't trust it. There's no way I would go there if the one person who I'm really cool with is not coming. That just made no sense. Ashley really set Wendy up for the okie doke, and I don't care what anybody says. Of all the friends on the show, Ashley could have met. She meets the one woman who knows Wendy's mom put a hex, whatever, allegedly. It's far-fetched bull crap is what it is. And Wendy let it be known in her confessional she had no interest in interacting with Mia, Robyn, Jazelle, or Deborah, because we saw Deborah this episode too. When Wendy knew Candace wasn't coming, the only reason that she really came then was to throw shade. But when she got there, she realized she was in fact the mark. Who cares, though, if Nneka was asking if Wendy was a medical doctor or a doctor of philosophy? The major thing that kept striking me was this thing about accusing Wendy and her family of doing voodoo, allegedly. And can you imagine any former or current students of Wendy, because she is a professor at Johns Hopkins, let her tell it, What if one of those students decided to file a grievance and claim biases or stated that they feel uncomfortable based upon something they saw or believe they saw from the show? It matters not if it is true or not. What matters is if the students believe it. And if their parents who paid their tuition believe this. Students file grievances nowadays. They'll file a grievance on you in a minute, okay, just to get things going their way. And I really think this show is a horrible fit for Wendy, as it has the potential to pose a great risk to her endeavors outside of the show. She mentioned starting a restaurant. I wouldn't eat anywhere where I suspected the owner of practicing voodoo. No freaking way. And so that whole doctor thing, that was minuscule. The thing about that whole voodoo, that can just dwindle into something else, and who knows what else they have coming down the pipeline later this season. But the last thing is, Wendy lied. She said her family does not practice voodoo, but this is not the first time we heard this. Correct me if I'm wrong. I could have sworn Wendy told us on her first season that Eddie's family did not want him to marry her because they said her family practiced witchcraft. Am I the only person who remembers that?
I do remember that.
So what's tea?
I
Why
do
is
too.
why
Yeah.
is this a recurring theme that everybody from your country seems to think that your mom and your family has some ties to something that is not of the light? Where there is smoke, there is fire. This makes me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah. Because we are mad overtime here. In my opinion, you're up.
I just think here's the thing. I think it's sad that we are attacking women. And I think it's sad that it's women, other minority women attacking women. Like I think I'm over reality TV now because I feel like where there used to be some level of sisterhood. I mean, we used to throw shade, but it was like fun shade. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's getting disgusting shade now. It's like, oh, I'm gonna drag you to you. I can't drag you no more.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's not what we're supposed to be doing. Like I just feel like it's just too much of it. And here's the thing: Ashley is a messy person by right. Okay, that girl can find mess in the toilet stool. I'm just saying, like, I don't know why we have her on our screen. She gives nothing to the series. She she doesn't have a job other than the housewives. Like, what is she? And she's not even married no more. So, like, I don't understand. I noticed they was throwing shade at BravoCon about people having the right to come back and stuff because they don't have the qualifications. But do any of them have the qualifications to be on it? I can't no more.
Yeah, it's messy. You know what? I'm feeling the same way you, in my opinion, right? It's like, and then for most of them be so grown. Jazelle is definitely in her 50s, I want to say, right?
56, I think.
And you raising two daughters, and the best you got is somebody walking in the room and you acting like you in high school or college, and you're like, you can't speak to them like they did something so horrific to you. Shan, because I'm in mad overtime.
I'm gonna be quick because I'll spend 2 hours the other time. But Wendy, I love Wendy. I think she looks beautiful. The only thing with Wendy is I wish she would just pick Candace's side. Yes, we're not in high school to where we don't pick sides, but the amount of things they do to her, it's like she still want to be like, at the school table, like she still want to be accepted by them. You could tell because even the whole sit down with Ashley, it was like, well, I could still try. Girl, you try to come for my marriage, you bring your eyebrows friend to try to destroy my marriage, and then you invite me to your home, and then this girl pop up out of nowhere. I didn't know she was coming. And like E said it perfectly. Why am I going somewhere where my friend I'm cool with is not going? I think she's doing it because she knows she has to film with them. But a part of me thinks she's doing it because she wants to be accepted. There's no way in hell I'm sitting down with Ashley. Ashley, who stabbed my friend in the back. Her husband is suing my friend. Her she did stuff to my marriage, my friend marriage. It's like so many things Ashley has done. It wouldn't be a check big enough to where I sit down with Ashley and be like, well, I try to invite you to my kid's birthday party. Like, bitch. I mean, sorry. Girl. I'm sorry. Ashley just pissed me off. I wish Wendy would stop looking for acceptance from them. And then if I was Candace, I would look at Wendy like, you're sitting down with my arch nemesis, Ashley. I wouldn't want to be friends with Candace if I was Wendy, because I would feel like she wasn't loyal to me. Even though I love Wendy, but I kind of feel like Wendy should stand up for Candace more and pick a side. Definitely low self-esteem, but she's so beautiful, she's so accomplished. I don't even know, but
you don't know it though.
I wish she would have looked for acceptance. That's it.
And see, Wendy, and I'm coming to you, Nikki, and you gotta be quick. I don't mean to rush you, but I'm mad all the time. But let me say this: they saved Jazelle and all of them when they had the opportunity to do that colorist conversation. They saved those girls. And even though they saved them, those girls still have zero mercy for them. Zero mercy. Candace and Wendy saved them because the fans was dragging them for filth. And it's not that I wanted them to be dragged, it's that I felt like they should have had the conversation, the hard conversation. But because they want those girls to like them so bad, they saved them. And they saved them for what they still can't stand, y'all.
That part.
Nikki, go ahead.
Okay, so I just want to say that just consider this. I think I've said this before, that age and maturity are totally different things.
Right.
You could be 50 and still petty as Jazelle. She, to me, has a PhD in being petty, and she at Hader University perpetually, in my opinion. But I think if y'all remember back, I think it was season 2. I don't know if everybody watched from season 1, but I think it was season 2. Karen told us initially, she said out of her mouth, she was like, Jazelle likes to haze people. And then her friend, the one she started that Every Hue with, the one that she said Karen's husband wants to sleep with and all that, Erica or something like that.
Yep.
She confirmed it. She said when I was pledging or whatever to be an AKA, Jazelle hated me and she took me through all of this. I think Jazelle is just a person who's intimidated by other people's success, and she feels like her beauty should outshine whatever it is. And then I also think she just is jealous of Wendy in every category. And I think she's hurt because, like I said, Wendy read her from head to toe. The thing with Mia, I'll just say this one thing. I just feel like Mia is giving Erica Jane vibes. I don't know if y'all watch Beverly Hills, but you know, Erica was so happy when all the money was there and she could fly on her private jet and she loved her husband. And then the moment, you know, everything got out, now it's like Tom, and it's not me. That's what Mia gives to me, because she was, I'm a boss, I'm a CEO, I'm this, that, and the third. She said on the reunion couch and told her bestie or her sister, you listen to my husband and he helped you start your X, Y, and Z. So you have all this reverence for this man that you love, that, you know, supposedly helped your friend get on. And now he the enemy and he's the one, and maybe he embezzled money. It just feels very icky to me. And I just always feel like if it don't add up, there's lies somewhere. And I feel like liar is Jazelle. Oh, and I wanted to say this one thing. Well, all of them are liars to me, except Candace and Wendy, and maybe Karen, maybe. But I want to give Robyn this 1/2 of a point, because I don't know if y'all noticed when she came in, she said, "Hi, Wendy." I was like, wait, hold on. So that to me gave her like 1/2 of a point, because she.
Oh, I missed that. I gotta go back and look at it.
Yeah, okay. She came in, she said hi to everyone, and then she said, "Hi, Wendy." And I was like, whoa. Because I was expecting her to be exactly like Jazelle, which is just, she can't get out of her own way. She's just mean for no damn reason. But that's it.
Well, I'll give a point for that too. Come on now. You better be watching the show and giving the details. Yeah. Okay. I love it. No, you know what? I will give her a point for that. But I think what Robyn is seeing now, Robyn is seeing the impact of what it feels like, because she's feeling what she's going through with her husband, but she want to save face on the screen, right? Yeah, Felicia said yes, Rob. Well, come on now. But I'll give it up for Robyn for that. I definitely will. But listen, guys, I'm in overtime. Y'all killing me. I ain't think this was gonna go this long. I'm gonna have to get a timer. Say time up. Time up. I'm gonna cut y'all dead in the middle of the speaker. Time up. I love y'all though. Thanks for being here. If you didn't hit the like button coming in, hit it going out. Okay. Thank you so much. Beautiful teeth, Nikki.
Oh, thank you. Can I ask a question though? Are you doing the marriage? Huh?
Yes, go ahead. What?
I was just gonna ask her, are you gonna recap Married to Medicine? Jesus, hold on.
Yeah, because you put me out again. Yes, I am. Right. Yes, I am. Married to Medicine is tomorrow.
Okay. I just want
Marriage Huntsville is Wednesday. But yes, I am. But yes, listen, guys, love y'all so much. If you didn't hit the like button,
bye everybody.
Hit it on now. Good night and goodbye, y'all.
Bye.